The Good Life Game Show is proudly brought to you by the Ghana Health Service with support from the BCS project and USAID.
The purpose of this show, the Good Life Game Show, is to encourage and guide you to live nothing but your good life. So we encourage you to watch what you eat, how you eat it, what you drink, how you drink it, how you exercise, how you make fun and leisure, and most importantly, how you keep your health intact. My name is Johnny Hughes, the Bonafide Genius. And it gives me great pleasure indeed to welcome you. This program is brought to you by the Ghana Health Service, the BCS project, with sponsorship from the United States Agency for International Development. If this is the very first time you are watching us, you are welcome to the 4th episode of the 4th season of the Good Life Game Show. Now, if you're watching us for the very first time, kick up your feet, relax, and enjoy as we show you how to play and win on the only Good Life Game Show.
To play the Good Life Game Show, the potential contestant must be of age 18 and above, of a sound mind and body. 2. Text your name to short code 1761 and wait for our call. 3. Take your spot on the show and play your way to great rewards in 3 exciting rounds. Each round will be explained by the host of the show. This is the Good Life Game Show, plain and simple.
Now let's bring on our contenders for today. First, we have Stephen. And then we have Francis, Della, Fafa, and Gilbert. Let's go! They're going to be answering questions, 3 rounds of questions. But first, let me introduce them to round 1. Round 1 is a general knowledge question. In this round, you're going to answer questions, broad-based questions. Each question has a lifespan of 5 seconds, and each question has 3 marks. There will be no bonus questions, so it means the marks are not transferable at the end of the round. Whichever one of you gets the highest accumulated score becomes landlord or landlady to kick 2 people out. That's my fun part of the show. I just love that part of the show. So are we ready? Yes. Taking a deep breath. Let's begin round 1, question 1. Gilbert, which are bigger cats, lions or tigers? Lions is wrong. It's tigers. Lions, wrong, tigers. Fafa, which is the body's largest internal organ, the kidney or the liver?
The liver.
The liver is correct. Della, which is the next highest prime number after 7?
11.
11, that's correct. Whew, my lady, what is the square root of 100?
10.
10, that's correct. Steve-O, 4 bowls contain 3 apples each. Then I take 3 bowls. How many apples do I have?
4.
4, that's wrong, it's 9. 4 bowls contain 3 each. So if I take 3, I have 9. 3, 3. Gilbert, if 2 is a prime number, what is the highest even number after 7?
8.
8, that's correct. Fafa, how many wonders of the world are officially known? How many?
5.
5 is wrong, it's 7. Della, how many E's are there in the word emissary?
2.
2 is wrong, it's 1. There's only one capital E to begin that word. What letter in the modern alphabet lies between P and R?
Q.
Q, that's correct. Stephen, which is the penultimate letter in the modern English alphabet?
No idea.
You don't know. It's the letter Y. Penultimate. Just before the ultimate. Like some semi-final. Gilbert, the Volta River feeds the Akosombo Dam. In which region is the Akosombo Dam located? Is it the Volta region, the Eastern region, or the Brong-Ahafo region?
The Eastern region.
The Eastern region is correct. Fafa, which Ghanaian musical group composed the Ga song Meridian?
Wolome.
Wolome is correct. Oblayoko. Della, have you heard that song before? You heard it before? Yeah. Did you know the answer? Your question. Which among the following prefixes is the largest? Octo, semi, uni, quadri. Octo, semi, uni, and quadri. They are prefixes. Quadri is wrong. It's octo. Octo is 8, semi is 2, uni is 1, and quadri is 4. So it's wrong. What kind of household equipment is a twin tap? A bathtub or a washing machine?
A bathtub.
A bathtub is wrong. It's the washing machine. I tricked you. Steve-O, what is the occupation of an attaché? Is it A, a teacher, B, an escort, C, a diplomat, or D, a journalist?
An escort.
An escort is wrong. It's a diplomat. And that brings us to the end of round 1. Quick fire, wild action. Our candidates have been swayed at certain points, but we'll find out which one of them distinguished himself or herself to become the Rock of Gibraltar for round 1. Welcome back to the Good Life Game Show. We've just finished with round 1. We're left with round 2, our wild card round, and that's where we've got to now. But first, let's take the scores for round 1. So that leaves us with Gilbert, Francisca, and Fafa. They have a tie, and we'll break it. Shall we? We're going to use the clickers right in front of you. So pick them up, and here are the rules for the clickers. I read out the question. I give you multiple choice answers, and you pick from the options A, B, C, or D. The fastest finger gets to be landlord or landlady. Now, as it is now, if I read the question, you have to let me end, read out the options, then indicate for you to start answering before you start answering. Are we good? If you answer before I say so, you'll be automatically disqualified and possibly sent off. Great. Here comes the question. Which gland in the human body is called the master gland? Is it A, the pancreas, B, the thyroid, C, the pituitary, or D, the spleen? Answer now. Fafa. Fafa. Put your hands together for Fafa. Fafa is our landlady for round 1. Fafa, you have 4 friends. 2 of them must go home. Who is going home? Who's staying to play with you, battle with you for 1,000 Ghana? Gilbert goes home, and who again? And Francisca goes home. Put your hands together. Now we're ready to get into round 2. Round 2, like you know, is our wild card round. I'm sure you've been playing from home. Those of you at home, all you need to do is to text the word Good Life to the short code 1761. It opens up your phone to play as if you were Fafa, Della, or Steven here in the studio. Now, guys, in round 2, we either watch a video or we perform an activity. We're going to watch a video titled The Bridge Sport. If you watch the video, I'm sure you understand it better, and we'll come back to answer the questions. Okay, so let's see the video. Please press play.
Did you know that all 6 to 24-month-old children are in danger of child nutrition problems such as malnutrition and anemia? In fact, in Ghana, 4 out of 5 children suffer from anemia. This means they have low blood, which leads to learning difficulties, weakness, and more severe illnesses. Here is Super Nana to discuss with us the best way to avoid these problems.
Thank you, Ness. We want our children to be healthy and happy. That is why it is very important to feed your child with the right foods starting at 6 months. Mansa, you have been following the plan very well. Are you cool?
Oh, yeah, Nana. But it wasn't easy to start. Since my baby was 6 months, I started giving him other foods in addition to the breast milk.
Yes, because the breast milk alone is no longer enough to make him strong and healthy. 6 months is the right time to start other foods, not earlier, not later. But sometimes, when you start introducing new foods to your children, they can have difficulty with it and will resist for some time. So Mansa, how do you solve this problem?
First, Nana, you must be patient and encouraging. Don't force your baby to eat. They will eat willingly with time and patience. Also start by feeding your child small amounts of food a little bit at a time, and then gradually increase the amount. Soon, they will become used to the new food.
And what kinds of food do you give your baby in addition to the breast milk?
I feed him thick porridges enriched with fish powder or groundnut paste before I boil it. Sometimes I mix the cocoa with a boiled egg yolk, and I give him fortified foods which already have added protection with all the nutrients. And sometimes I mash up what the family is eating. But be sure not to give your baby any pepper. You can put pepper in the soup only after serving the baby's food first.
So remember, starting at 6 months, feed your child a variety of meals from the 3 food groups and breastfeed every day. And you will make them grow healthier, stronger, and smarter. And if you follow this plan, your children will
Grow,
glow.
and go!
Good life goes with good health. Good life, live it well.
Guys, that was our video. I'm sure you watched carefully and listened carefully. Now, for you at home, you know what to do. You can start playing from round 2 if you didn't play from round 1. All you need to do is to text the word Goodlife to the short code 1761 to play along, and you could win some very fantastic prizes. Now, let's introduce our resource person, Dr. Margaret Nazer. Please, a round of applause for her. She's our expert on the show, and she gives us expert advice and explains things further when we're in a little trouble. Now, guys, I'm sure you watched that bridge spot featuring Mansa, the breast milk hero. 2 questions for each one of you. That makes 6. Here we go. Fafa, let's begin with you. What nutritional problems did the nurse say all children between 6 to 24 months old children are in danger of having?
Anemia and malnutrition.
That's beautiful. Della, in Ghana, 4 out of 5 children suffer from anemia. This means they have low blood, which can lead to
Poor growth.
poor growth. Is that what you want to say?
Poor growth and development.
Poor growth and development. Dr. Margaret, poor growth and development. Is he right?
Well, we will consider his answer. What we're actually looking for was learning difficulties, weakness, and more severe illnesses, like was said on the spots that you watched. We wanted you to pay close attention to the spots so that you could answer us from what the discussion went on. But poor growth is also a consequence of anemia. So we'll give you 1 out of 3.
1 out of 3 for Della. Thank you, Doc. Steve-O, in the video, what solution did Super Nana offer in order to avoid these problems?
Feeding them after 6 months, feed them together with the breast milk. Nutritional foods like mashed egg yolk, and then
I'll give you the mark. I'll give you the mark and I'll let Doctor explain further.
Yes, she stressed on feeding the child the right mix of food and then still continuing with breast milk.
Thank you very much. That's after 6 months, and it has to be in the right proportions. Fafa, Super Nana commended Mansa for following the plan. What plan did Mansa follow?
Feeding plan.
No, don't ask me, tell me.
Okay. Yeah, nutritional plan.
Nutritional plan?
Yeah.
That's vague if you say nutritional plan.
Okay, the 6 months nutritional plan.
Dr. Margaret?
She commended Mansa because at 6 months she has started feeding from the food groups. Yes, and then she still continued to breastfeed as well. So that was the commendation that Super Nana gave to Mansa.
Okay. So she doesn't get anything, does she?
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't get anything. Fafa gets 0 on this occasion. Della, what reason did Mansa give for introducing other foods to her baby? What reason?
Because the breast milk alone cannot provide the nutritional needs that the baby needs.
I like you, my brother. Put your hands together for this man. That's because the breast milk is no longer enough for the baby's growth to give him a strong body and make him grow healthily. Stephen, Mansa described how she went about introducing new foods to her child. She said, "Don't force the baby. They will eat willingly with time and practice." What other advice did she give?
You should be giving it in small quantities. The other foods in small quantity, bit by bit, and then they will adjust to it.
Put your hands together for the man. The guys are smart too, but Dr. Margaret, please throw some more light to round up the round for us.
Yes, he said it all. It's important to be patient when you start feeding other foods. You need to give the baby time to adjust to what you are trying to introduce. If the baby has been feeding on breast milk for 6 months, it becomes a bit confusing when you start introducing other foods. So you need to have patience, introduce the foods bits and then a little at a time.